no. Yeah, she know what's up, only call her when I need her. 100 on the highway, cruising in my Beamer. Too much money, I'm a
Nova, and I'm here bringing you a new tutorial on how to get Paris sounding vocals. This is gonna be great for anybody trying to emulate that emo rap, trap kind of sound that you're trying to get, similar to Juice WRLD and Trippie Redd, but those are gonna be for different tutorials. This kit will be available on my site, bluenovabeats.com. The raw vocals will be inside, the beat, every vocal effect chain, and the master channel. So you want to get that now. If somebody buys the beat or the song in general, the whole thing is going to be taken down. So go ahead and get it while it's hot and you don't want to miss out. So we're going to jump straight on to the first thing, which is going to be the lead vocal. Everything on here will basically be stock plugin based. The only thing that's going to be different is going to be honestly, everything is going to be on here. The only thing on here that I put as replacement is going to be Maximus, which did the de-esser, but we're going to get into that later. So I'm going to turn off everything off. I'm going to turn off everything we have on here, sorry, and turn off all these other effects. So let's just right click and we're going to work with the lead vocal. The lead vocal right here is routed to another bus insert on insert 27. That's because I like all my vocals to be on par, really just at the -3 mark. So that's why I have it right here. And I did add another EQ to cut off some of the high end in the vocal, but that's just for preference. You don't always have to do that. The lead vocal right here, what we're gonna have is gonna be auto tune. All right, there we go. So for this song, we have the scale is gonna be minor. The key is going to be A. For Paris, his vocals, you want to have like a decent amount of auto-tune, not too robotic, but we kept the retune speed at 10. Everything else, you can freeze the screen and copy these settings. I'm going to go ahead and play the quality that we have right here. And this is going to be, just auto-tune on it. Yeah, she know what's up, only call her when I need her. 100 on the highway, cruising in my Beamer. Too much money, I'ma flex it like a teaser. I'ma hide a man, what you paying for a feature? So now we have that, the next thing is gonna be the fruity limiter. All we're gonna do is basically just compress the vocal so everything is really just leveled out. You wanna load in the fruity limiter, select compress. Once you do that, bring the release down to about 93.98 milliseconds. That's in the upper left-hand corner. The ahead, I kept that at 0.80 milliseconds. Your ratio, turn that all the way to the right. The threshold, just bring it down to about -11.4. And this was gonna sound like. Yeah, she know what's up, only call her when I need her. 100 on the highway, cruising in my Beamer. Too much money, I'ma flex it like a teaser. Now the purple is what's been compressed off. The white is what you're actually hearing for those who don't understand it. The next thing we're gonna have is going to be Fruity Parametric EQ2. Now what I did is really just, precise EQing. And Paris in his vocals, there's a lot of high end. You really want to get the high end presence in his vocals because they're really sharp and they're always cuts through the mix in pretty much every song. So you want to cut off the low end. I brought in to about 94 hertz. Some in the 200 area. I would go through all these, these settings and, values. But like I said, you'll be able to get the whole entire kit at bluenovabeats.com. But this is just going to be the visual presentation and you're going to hear the sound right now as I play it. Yeah, she know what's up, only call her when I need her. 100 on the highway, cruising in my Beamer. Too much money, I'ma flex it like a teaser. I'ma hide a man, what you paying for a feature? After that, we're gonna have another fruity limiter. Now what this is gonna do, we're just gonna bring up the vocals until it hits 0 decibels and bring the release down to 0. Now, a lot of people might question this. What I prefer to do in this method was just to get the whole entire vocals leveled at 0 decibels so that when we load it into the de-esser in Maximus, that it'll be taken care of as soon as you load in the preset. But we'll get to that as soon as we play this. Yeah, she know what's up, only call her when I need her. 100 on the highway, cruising in my Beamer. Too much money, I'ma flex it like a teaser. After that, we're gonna have de-esser stereo by Waves. And all I did was just have the frequency of 5,406 and the side chain, make sure that's on high pass. Monitor audio, you wanna bring your threshold down to -18.3. Now this is what's gonna sound like with it. Let's start it to about right here. Yeah, she know what's up, only call her when I need her. 100 on the highway, cruising in my Beamer. Too much money, I'ma flex it like a teaser. I'm a high demand. So if you don't have the extra stereo, just know I have you on the backup, which is gonna be Maximus. What you wanna do is just load in Maximus, go to presets, then click the Esther split band. Once you do that, just bring the band down to -12, and that's gonna take care of that sibilance in the vocals. Now I'm gonna play what we have right here. Yeah, she know what's up, only call her when I need her. 100 on the highway, cruising in my Beamer. Too much money, I'ma flex it like a teaser. So you can see that the vocals are being de-essed. You can see the frequency going past here. That's when it's being shut off and actually being de-essed. So now that we have that, we're gonna go to the fruity chorus. Now in Paris's vocals, like I said, he has it's really that rock kind of sound. So in order to get that, you want to have your vocals need to be wide. They have to have that stereo imaging kind of effect. So in order to do that, load in the fruity chorus. These are the values that I had right here, and the percent I put it at 30%. Now this is what's gonna sound like with the chorus on it. Yeah, she know what's up, only call her when I need her. 100 on the highway, cruising in my Beamer. Too much money, I'ma flex it like a teaser. I'm a high demand, what you paying for a feature? So you can kind of hear the vocal sound slightly doubled, and that's good because that's what Paris has in majority of his songs, especially in the hooks. So now that we have that, we're gonna have the fruity delay too. Now what you want to do is have the time. I had the time bounce back pretty fast. I had it at about right here. The cut, I just left it alone. I didn't even cut the delay, the frequency of the delay. With the volume of the feedback, I just brought that down some. And really this is all just a taste. Delay can really just vary sometimes, but this is what I found fitting for this song. This was gonna sound like with delay. Yeah, she know what's up, only call her when I need her. 100 on the highway, cruising in my Beamer. Too much money, I'ma flex it like a teaser. I'm a high demand, what you paying for a feature? Now the next thing we're gonna have is fruity reverb too. And in Paris's songs, there's a great amount of reverb in there. That's what carries his vocal so well within the mix. So what you want to do is bring in a lot of the high cut presence. That's what's gonna make the vocal sound a little bit more crispy. It's gonna bring the high end of the reverb. The bass, you want to bring that down some. With the decay, in order for the reverb to really travel through the mix, I brought it to 2.9 seconds, with pretty much 3 seconds for the decay. The wet, I brought that at 30%, and then both the dry and the early reflection level, those are at 100. So with that being said, this is what it's gonna sound like. Yeah, she know what's up, only call her when I need her. 100 on the highway, cruising in my Beamer. Too much money, I'ma flex it like a teaser. I'm a high demand. Now that we have that, the last thing is just gonna be a fruity limiter. Now all we're gonna do is just bring down the release to 0. You want to bring your ceiling down to -3, and we're gonna play it. So it's really just gonna have the vocal completely leveled out. Yeah, she know what's up, only call her when I need her. 100 on the highway, cruising in my Beamer. Too much money, I'ma flex it like a teaser. I'm a high demand, what you paying for a feature? And just to show you, all those effects were still loaded with this high end being cut off, but without it, this is what it would have sounded like anyway. It's not too much of a difference, but just just a taste, honestly. Yeah, she know what's up, only call her when I need her. 100 on the highway, cruising in my Beamer. Too much money, I'ma flex it like a teaser. And with it, this would have sound like. Yeah, she know what's up, only call her when I need her. 100 on the highway, cruising in my Beamer. So it just takes care of some of the high end presence, just to cut off a little bit more. The only thing that we're really gonna have next that you just need to really just pay careful attention to is gonna be the highlights in Paris's vocals. So in most of his highlights, the chorus will stand out a little bit more. The chorus effect will stand out. So you want to bring that up to 50% so that it's really widespread within the mix. Now we're gonna right click and just solo the highlight. This is really gonna be the difference. Everything else, the EQ and all that, is gonna be the same. The delay, The delay is going to be a little bit more different. The OFS right here, you want to make sure that that's turned all the way to the right, so that way the vocals are really bounced around within the mix. But first, let's just work with the chorus. Let's just start right here and play it.
Call her when I need her. Highway, Beamer, like a teaser, full feature.
Now you can hear like the chorus sound effect is more doubled, and really would stand out better within the mix. With the delay, this would sound like. Let's just move to right here. I know for sure I didn't hit those earlier notes, but we're gonna play from right here.
Like a teaser, full feature, every season.
And the next thing would be Fruity Reverb 2, and the amount of reverb within the highlight and Paris vocals are more excessive than the lead vocals, so you want to turn those up a great amount. The wet, you can see, is almost nearly to 100%. The bass, I put that at about 99, really just 100%, and really just the same values. I could go through and run through all these, but just to save time, this is what I had, and this is what it would sound like.
Like a teaser, full feature.
And the limiter, just to give it a ceiling, just to bring it down to -3, and the release, bring that down to 0. And playing it with the lead vocal, this would sound like.
Flexing like a teaser, I'm in high demand, what you paying for a feature? Ice all on me, I get cold in every season. Sorry if I'm leaving, get it when I need it. So
and the last thing would just be the ad-libs that he has in the songs. He always does a second set of ad-libs within the vocals. So that's what we have right here, and pretty much it'll be the same thing as the highlights. So now that we have all this together, this was gonna sound like.
flexing like a teaser, I'm in high demand, what you paying for a feature? Ice all on me, I get cold in this season. If I'm leaving, yeah, I need it. Ain't tripping, boy, I'm leaking. Jealousy in pieces, said it so I mean it.
Now playing it together with the beat, and this is without the master channel, this is what it's gonna sound like.
Flexing like a teaser,
Start from the very beginning.
yeah, she know what's up, only call her when I need her. 100 on the highway, cruising in my Beamer. Too much money, I'ma flex it like a teaser. I'm in high demand, what you paying for a feature? Ice all on me, I get cold in every season. Sorry if I'm leaving, get it when I need it.
Now that you hear that, the quality of it is pretty good, but we're gonna add the master channel just to seal up the entire thing. What you wanna do, make sure you click on the master channel, and just go to Isotope Ozone 5 Equalizer. And what this is gonna do is gonna clean up that ceiling of it. I notice this in every song. When I look at the spectrum, the EQ spectrum of it, they're all cut off at about this this percentage or this value. So you want to just go to the 8th band, click down, select low pass, and then you want to click brick wall. Once you do that, bring it down, bring it into 14,979 hertz, and this was gonna sound like.
Yeah, she know what's up, only call her when I need her. 100 on the highway, cruising in my Beamer. Too much money, I'ma flex it like a teaser.
Now, if you don't have Isotope Ozone 5, know that I have it on the backup, which is gonna be the Fruity Convolver. It's gonna do the same exact thing. Just work as a EQ to cut off that high end frequency. And this is what it'll look like, be the same exact thing without the hassle of doing it yourself. You can get on my site. After that, we're gonna have a Fruity multi-band compressor. Now what this is gonna do, you wanna click FIR. Once you have it on there, you wanna bring your threshold, bring that all the way back to right here. The threshold in the middle, do the same thing. Now with the threshold on a high band frequency, you want to bring that at -20 decibels, and it's really just going to clean up the high end field of the song, so that it doesn't hurt people, the listeners' ears, whenever they hear the song. After that, after we have all these settings set, this is what it's going to sound like.
Yeah, she know what's up, only call her when I need her. 100 on the highway, cruising in my Beamer. Too much money, I'ma flex it like a teaser.
And after we have that, the very last thing will be a Fruity soft clipper. This is gonna make sure that the entire mix doesn't go past 0 decibels. And just load in the Fruity soft clipper. You're just gonna load it as is. You don't need to change anything, and this will be the final quality of what you'll get.
Yeah, she know what's up, only call her when I need her. 100 on the highway, cruising in my Beamer. Too much money, I'ma flex it like a teaser. I'm a high demand, what you paying for a feature? Ice all on me, I get.
So that's pretty much how you'll get Paris sounding vocals in FL Studio. Like I said, this kit will be available on my site for a very limited time. Just know if somebody gets it, then the kit will be taken down. So get it now while it's up on the site, just to increase your workflow and productivity of your own songs. So go ahead and do that. If you need any beats, just go to my store, bluenovabeats.com. Every genre and style will be there. If you need to send me email or just contact me, ask me any questions, go to the contact form on my site below and you can message me there. But just make sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, tell me what you want to see next, and I'll catch you on the next video.
Yeah, she know what's up, only call her when I need her. 100 on the highway, cruising in my Beamer. Too much money, I'ma flex it like a teaser. I'm in high demand, what you paying for a feature? Ice all on